They say every voice has a story, and today we are about to hear one that's bold, inspiring, and still unfolding. Welcome to today's show, Beyond the Mic. I am your host, Jen Dama, and today we are honored to have a guest who moved hearts with his music and minds with his message. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jen.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself and also explain to us your area of specialization?
Okay, my name is Joshua Karisa Katana. I'm a youth representative representing Mariakani and Kaloleni Sub-County. I'm also a musician by profession. I studied in Imani School of Music in VK. I'm also a founder of an youth-led organization known as Kipaji, located in Mariakani. I'm also a social worker. I studied community work and social work and community development, and I'm also partaking an online course on cyber security. Yeah.
Okay, all those under one person.
Yeah.
Yes. As you said, you're a musician, that is. Can you please explain to us your journey in the music industry?
Okay, about how I started my music was it was way back in primary, in a village named Tabora, just with some friends in the village. As our routine and our hobby, we were just sitting at a place and we were listening to music. But this music thing got into my nerves, into my blood, and I just saw myself singing other lyrics apart from the one I was hearing. And the psych we used to have with the friends that I used to have at that time, they're always like, can you do this song in your own version, do this song in your own version? And in that process of psyching each other, I just saw myself like composing my own songs, and they were making sense actually. So I went on doing music till up to my high school level. When I went to St. George's, I met new friends who were like having the vision to be musicians. So we were just there like motivating each other, trying to exchange some lyrics, collaborating, going out for funkies, on those Saturdays where we were given a platform to showcase our talents in different schools from where we studied. So when I reached to like going for the Form 2, I like just sat and said that no, me being in a boarding school won't make me just pursue my dream. And that didn't mean that I didn't like education. I just had to go to a day school and give myself space and time to just look for a good studio where I could record my music. And I went to study in Mtwapa, KP Senior School. That's the best school in Mtwapa I've ever seen, by the way. So I kept on engaging with people in the community who were trying to pursue the same vision as I had. So I met the right people. I was introduced to the best producer, of which I've ever been working with since that time until now. I met Tukal on the beats. We did some music. I started recording a song called Never Give Up. That was the best motivational song I've ever done, by the way, and that was the first song I did in a studio. So I kept on keeping on with my music, and I came and released an EP, and that EP actually was the best. I can say it was the best because the time I was releasing the EP, there were also other musicians who are releasing the EP. But since I was the youngest musician who was releasing the EP, according to statistics, and if we come and weigh the quality of music and the message in those songs, I can proudly say that that was the best EP at that time that was released. So I did the EP. I went for a media tour in Nairobi because I had a motivational song that I did there. It was called Sakaja. So I one day tweeted the song and tagged Sakaja, who is the current governor in Nairobi. He saw the song and he requested that I could go see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And According to your social media platforms, you always use the word J-Kid, and you've told us you're called Joshua.
Yeah.
So how did the name come?
Okay, JKID is simply it's like an abbreviation. I've just started by introducing myself as Joshua Karisa Katana. So I could not just use that name as a stage name. Actually, okay, let's welcome Joshua Karisa Katana on show on the stage or something. So I just sat and said that no, this Joshua can be J and Karisa can be K. So and this Karisa is an ownership. This Karisa is a father now. So I said this Karisa, I'll just shorten it to Kid. So this J will be me and Kid will be my father. So it's like explaining to people that I'm Karisa's son. So it's just J Kid it is.
Okay, that's thoughtful of you. So since you started music when you're still young and you progressed from primary to high school, so when you were producing your song, which song among the ones you've produced hits the most?
Okay, there's this song. It's an amapiano song. It's called Uongo. Actually, this song people really love it in such a way that if I go somewhere and introduce myself with the song before speaking, they use that against me. Because I introduce the song and tell people before I say anything, just say Uongo, and I sing the song. And I get into serious business where I'm telling people, don't use drugs. Oh, youth empowerment and this, they'll say Wongo. You see? So every place I go, they even now call me Mr. Wongo. That's the best song I've ever recorded. Now people have just turned out to love it the most.
Oh, so the way we are interviewing here, I could have just said Wongo.
No, that
but no. Speaking Wongo.
no, that's how they use the song. So I nowadays prefer to introduce it after a serious business. Yes.
So you've said you had a song called Wongo, and I saw there's another song, the Sakaja one. So according to the way you are producing your song, is it maybe like the other one, Dear X, is it after maybe a life experience that is when you produce that song, or it's because maybe you just came up with that idea and produced the song?
Okay, sometimes in music, they say music exists in three ways: in spirit, in air, and in out of experience. You understand? The moment you live in. So the ex was not like simply motivated by that I had an ex who was like she was calling me. No, it's like I woke up in the morning and actually to our home when you wake up you have to make sure that the compound is clean. So I have this hobby of having my headphones on, listening to the songs, and the vibe came on. So I just let me write this song about my ex. And that time, when we do music, we just listen on. We just what is on trend right now, and people are like everywhere on social media. Oh, my ex, my ex, my ex. Then I said, let me just do this song. Now that song, if you just go on my TikTok right now, and you just search that song DIX by Jakey, you'll see that out of my songs, out of all my recorded songs, that's the song that has the most challenges on my social media. There's over 150 challenges. So out of the challenges that I faced in promoting the song, financial challenges, it never went through. But if I had met those people who like could have committed themselves in promoting the song could have been viral now. Understand? So me singing the ex, it didn't mean that I had a girl who was calling me all the time at I want you. No, I've not been into a lot of relationships. So it was just vibes and the trend that we have. Yes.
So talking about the financial aspect, since you started when you were young, so who was funding the production, or how did you manage with the financial aspect?
Okay, about the studio cost and video cost. Actually, if you want to be successful in life, you just have to take risk and sacrifice a lot. So I believed in the talent that I have, of which I'm still believing in it right now. So what I did, just to go to the studio, some of the things I don't want to say, my parents will get angry. I stole some fees and such stuff. But most of the times, what I did was get into myself into Mjengo. I've ever sold Mahamri in the village.
As young as you are?
Yeah. I was hustling. So I sold Mahamri. I went from like Mjengo. I could even go to a cyber and like print a performer for just, I go to the village and tell people, yo, I have a song, listen to it. If you takubamba, then I'll appreciate any support that you have. Now, mind me, that time I'm living in Mtwapa, and Mtwapa is it's like, it's a place, it's like London, you see. In Mtwapa, you just live a good life. Youth there don't like hustle sana, you see. So in Mtwapa, it took me courage to like go in the street and like changisha things like money, nini, you understand? People could ask themselves, like the place I was living, it's a town. So the only place I could go see some people, it was in those clubs. So the people I'm approaching, you can't understand, or you can't say that he's sober or drunk. So I could just go explain myself. Other people could like respond in a bad way that could make me feel bad. Wanataka tukusupport alafu what? Oh, this song is, you understand? So I did a lot of jungle in the village. Now that's how I survived in my music journey. Until now, I started getting myself into these organizations. Actually, in Mtwapa, I used to work with the Advocate CBO. The Advocate CBO, actually, they were giving young talented youths a platform to express themselves, or rather, pass information through your talent. Not just information, but how are you going to use your talent to empower the community? Okay, it's hard to gather the youth together just to tell them that it is bad to use drugs. Okay, it's hard to get them at one place, but youths listen to music. So how are you going to use your talent or your music to pass that information? That was the mission and the vision of the Advocates CPO. So I interacted with them. Now they were a lot into community activity, community work. You understand? So I embraced the opportunity, and every time they had meetings or they were invited in a meeting, they trusted me and gave me the platform just to go and represent us. So I was into those meetings. Sometimes I could perform, sometimes I could speech. So people just got to know me like Evo. And other organizations, ilikuwa tunapatana like, and we were like, come to our place, we give you some money, you perform for us, such stuff. So I started having some money through the organizations. So through that journey, I can say, yeah, God helped a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see passion is what drove you to where you are.
Yes.
But even if you have passion, challenges must be there. So can you tell us the challenges that you faced despite you having the passion of doing music?
Okay, as I said earlier, even those upcoming artists right now, why are you called upcoming? Why are you called like a young musician? It's because you don't have money. Somebody telling you are young, not considering the age, not considering the way you dress, according to music, you are a young musician. It means that you haven't even earned a shilling through your talent. So you're still young. You know nothing about promotion strategies, marketing, also like copyright law. You know nothing. So I can say the biggest challenge now, as we speak, that other upcoming musicians are facing is financial challenge. Another thing after the financial challenge now, there's a lot in music that people need to understand and know. If you become a musician, there's these copyright laws. You just hear somebody has used your track somewhere without even your consent. and that's against the law. You understand? So if one will be like empowered financially so that he or she can be able to like record and do such stuffs, he or she should be like empowered with knowledge about how to promote your music, how to behave as an artist. You just have to know how to brand yourself. So I'm telling any artist listening to me right now can say that it's not about it's not about you having money or being able to record. It's about which knowledge do you have, which can help you to promote that talent after you have recorded. Lakini, I can also emphasize that anybody who can support an artist financially, let him or her support. Understand? About the knowledge that will come later. Because, like, the more you grow, the more you record, the more you get more people, you meet new people, and they teach you different things in art. So, yeah.
Okay, you've said the more you record. So how long did you take before at least you became famous? Like when you got maybe Nairobi J Kid, Nairobi, Mombasa J Kid, Kilifi County.
Okay. You never know if you're famous until you get to a place where you meet people who know you. I cannot say I'm that famous because I know a lot of people know me, but I cannot say I'm famous. You know how famous people like. So it took me more than 6 years to like get into people's ears. So like you just get calls from, yo, are you J Kid? We can give you an interview, come for a show, things like those. But before people know you, you have to be like dedicated in pushing those content, doing some challenges, forcing people to even subscribe to your YouTube channel. Understand? I could go to a place where youths are just taking their seat and resting. And, yo, guys, I have a phone. It's full of data. I'll support all of you. Just subscribe on my YouTube channel. Understand? Like last year, I was in Nakuru for the International Youth Day. And I was given a platform to showcase my talent, actually. And the good thing with God is that every moment or every opportunity I'm given, it seems like it was meant for me. The whole activity or the whole event just turned out to be mine. Understand? We were over 2,000 youths from Kilifi and up countries. So I was given a platform to perform. Understand? And the good thing is I met an MC who's very like supportive. So after the event, I asked that I requested that I like wanted an interview from the place he was working from, K24. I don't know, it was KTN. But I also told him that for now, I have to go back to Kilifi because I'm a youth leader and I have an organization to run. So what he did was he requested people to like raise funds for me just to fly to Kilifi and fly back to Nairobi so that I can have that interview. You can imagine. I'm performing in my phone, I'm zero balance, negative 300 police.
Hey.
Understand? So he asked people like, so I went to those people who are controlling the TVs and he told them, take his investor number, display it, and people send money. In less than 5 minutes, I had over 30,000 in my pesa just to fly to Mariakani or Mombasa, then Mariakani, then go back. So, having 30,000 then fly and we went by bus with other youths. I say thank you, and I just used the money I just used 2,000 to come back to. I didn't fly. I felt like that's not the right time for me to fly. So I used the money to just come and do some other songs. I didn't even go for the interview. I've been called to 10 over 10. I've been receiving calls to just go for those big interviews. But I just feel like you, as an artist, an upcoming artist, people know me as a well-known musician. But I still categorize myself as an upcoming musician. according to me, I've not reached those level of just like people could call me an artist, a big artist. I need to have like a life, you understand? Yeah. So in Nakuru, I was given that chance, and I saw that like the more you push yourself, the more you just see yourself growing and growing. So artists, being a musician, it's not easy. You face a lot of challenges, especially being an artist, and you think that being an artist is having a lot of girls. That's the other thing that people,
Yeah, especially for you young boys.
yeah. So that's why I can say, being an artist, discovering your talent at a younger age, and missing the right information or the right people to guide you according to what you want, you'll end up messing up yourself. I've been having friends who have been upcoming like me, just artists. But you see, like they never continue recording the songs because they only took the talent as a way of having girls, going like sleeping with every girl. You understand? But I can't say that is bad. We all make decisions. So at least I can probably say that I made the right decision because I know where I am, from where I came from. Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about challenges. I expected you at least to say one of the challenges when you produced your. There's this song of Ruto. Before elections, you produced a song for Ruto.
Yeah.
Then, when the Gen Z protest started, most of your fans told you to drop the song.
Yeah.
How did it affect you personally and in your music industry?
Okay. About the president, so let's address him as his excellency. Since he has this one, I can cut everything. So let me say, it wasn't a challenge to me actually, and I can say that song gave me a bigger platform. I was the youngest. People didn't know this, but I'm saying it right now. I was the youngest musician who campaigned for President William Ruto around the coast, doing it voluntarily. Not that I was under a budget, that I was getting paid or doing what. No, and I didn't take it politically. I was taking it in a musical way, in such a way that you don't pay me. You don't have to pay me. I've never, I've never prioritized payments in my music journey first before the platform. You understand? So you can imagine the crowd that was all over Ruto's campaigns listening to that song that I was performing, and people were like all over. I remember in Tononoka, I performed that song 5 times, only because people requested that we should come back and sing the song again. So I took that positively actually. I was doing it as an artist, not as a campaign. Because in those meetings, I could go fight for those opportunities for myself. And thankful to God, people are like understanding that, yeah, this boy needs this platform. And I was given the platform. I've never followed anybody like, okay, pay me and perform. No. Over 1,000 people have listened to me, over 1,000 people have known me. So that's enough for me as an artist. If you go to your YouTube channel in the evening, you get like engagements. Engagements are high and high and high. So the time of the protest, Gen Z, like shouting, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. So they came into my WhatsApp and said, yo, you supported Ruto, but now he's the one who, like, he's against us. He doesn't want to listen to our grievances and the challenges we're facing. He's even now calling us names. So I asked them, what do you want me to do? And they told me that, go drop this song. And I was hesitating, like, no, why should I drop this song? Ruto is still the president. And I'm very sure he will want to be re-elected. So I'll use that song as an asset now that maybe people have known me now. That was an introduction. So if now I'm getting into campaigns like fully under a budget. Understand? So people are like, and there was that thing here, tumsalimie. So I got like like shocked nikifikiria that tumsalimia and they report my YouTube channel. I've really struggled with it only because of the president's campaign song. Let me drop it. But I just dropped the video. The audio is still there. Yes, the audio is still there. And I really have plans. You know, when we talk about it was politics, they figured it out, or they viewed it as I was doing politics. But according to me, that one was like a strategy I was using to grow myself as an artist. I was hoping could see the president, he could love the song, I could have sold it to him, ndio itumie kwa campaigns. Lakini now I'll have to use that song because I have to grow as an artist. So anything I'm doing, guys, it's not based on politics. It's just personal growth. We use our talents to air out our views and promote people and support people. But let's hope that we'll be alive until 2027. If you see me on those stages, just know that we're there to perform and grow ourselves as artists. So I respected them and I dropped the song. So that's it, yeah.
Okay, we are going for a break, and when we come back, we're going to look at the aspect of the youth representative, why they shift from being a musician to a youth representative. Let's meet.
Mara Coast kuna biriani. Biriani nini? Wewe unapitwa na hira ya kipekee kweli. Mbona uhadithiwe? Twende Green Park Hotel pale Jomvu, opposite Mikanjuni Catholic Church, mahali ambapo ladha hukutana na msosi. Kila Ijumaa tunakuletea biriani special kwa kiwango kingine. Medium na jumbo zote ziko tayari kukudondosha mate. Na kama unataka pilau safi na laini, tunaandaa vile vile. Hii si ya kupitwa, ni ya kujaribu na kuishia kurudia kila wiki. Na bei ndiyo ni za kirafiki kwa mfuko wako. Usikubali kurushwa na harufu njiani. Basi Ijumaa yako iwe ya burudani na Green Park Hotel. Ladha isiyosaulika kwa bei nafuu.
Okay, on our next stage, now we are going to look on the shift from being a musician, Khid being a musician, to a youth representative. We want to see the journey and why the change of mind, though being a youth representative does not limit him from being a musician. Now let's get started. Khid, we've talked about the music aspect. Now let's go to the leadership aspect. Please, can you tell us why did you decide that let's keep music aside and enroll on the leadership aspect?
Okay, nice question. So about me being a sub-county youth representative under the NEC, National Youth Council, it was motivated by the community I live from. I'm a youth, yes. And this Gen Z thing, this Gen Z regime, a lot of youths were enlightened when this Mandamano thing started. So I came and sat and thought that we have a lot of assets and a lot of resources that we need for us to get empowered. Now, a lot of these assets, you can bear with me that they're in those government offices a lot, like an ID, birth certificate. You understand?
Yeah.
Like if you go, even now that you're in university, the university will issue you with a certificate after you have completed your education. But the certificate has to be approved by the government. Now, these youths from our community face a lot of challenges actually. So they don't know anything about governance, what resources they should ask for from the political leaders. So I just saw every challenge zenye my youths wamekuwa wakipitia. Now I've been into, like I've just said earlier, in top I've been into community activities, community work. So I can say this is something that has been in me, serving the community and like liking to help people. I just pity people when I see people like facing these small challenges. I can just not go buy a bread and feed myself, and there's somebody there who can't afford the bread, you understand? And I'm not saying this because I have a lot. No, there's just that humanity that somebody has. Now, this youth representative thing, we're doing it out like it's a voluntary work. So we use our own resources. Or if you're just educated enough, you know how to partner and resource mobilize at the organization. So I started my organization. Actually, it's not mine, it's for the community. It's called Kipaji CPU. So we set goals, visions that we need to empower the youth in the community. So in that process, we just found ourselves like being elected. I just found myself being elected as a youth representative first at the level in Mariakani. Because the youths now started to be vibrant, waking up just wanting to know what's going on in Mariakani. Who's this youth representative? What is he bringing on the table? You understand? And I was really like up to date with activities, programs, and you know the challenge of bringing the youth together without giving them anything. You set a meeting and youths come for 2 hours without giving them even like water or milk or anything, just to like keep them wanting to come back. We still just kept on working and working like that. So another thing that you have asked is how I got myself into youth leadership.
Yeah.
It's the people of, if you live well with the people from the community, actually they support you to become something you've never expected to become. I've never sat and dreamt to be a youth leader. I've never sat to be given any position in the community. But the people, you just say, this person or Jen or Joshua or somebody else deserve to be at a position where he could resource, mobilize, and just come and serve us in the community.
Are you sure they saw the potential?
Yeah, they saw the potential in me. So I was like, I took it as an opportunity here from God. You know, leadership comes from God. Now, being a leader isn't easy. You know, when I was elected in Mariakani, there was a lot of push and pull, especially from the political side. Let me say something on camera now. And if you, even President William Ruto said that youth are goons when they started protesting, asking for accountability and transparency from the offices. And this is a narrative which should stop. And I'm saying it out of my heart that youths face a lot of challenges. You know, our minds are filled with a lot of visions and visions to send. A youth is like online, seeing another youth like having this G-Wagon thing or a Land Cruiser. So this youth will always be figuring out, how am I going to like have a car like that? But for me to reach there, there's something I should get from the government. An asset that can help me be at a place that I could like be dependable. I can do my stuff or get motivated or get empowered financially, so that I can like keep on keeping on to that extent that I can have money to buy something. But what happened in Mariakani is youth started to become vibrant, like they're active. We started going through this financial budget. I don't know how do they call it. This budget allocation, financial years, 2021, 2022, those documents. We started going through them. And we saw that budget allocations were done per financial year in the respective wards. But we started rating the performance of this MCA from this place, this MCA from this place. And we saw in our place, we were not served as expected. You understand? So we started like saying, yo, we need this, we need this. So in that process, these leaders started calling us opposition. We're not a party, we're just a movement. We've created a movement where we need accountability and transparency. We just need to know in this financial year, you see there are like football balls, a budget 1 million for balls for those youths, talented youths, and the chairs and tents for these youth groups and women groups. So we need to know in this financial year, this document states that we were supposed to be donated chairs and tents, and we don't have these chairs and tents, and we are going to the next financial year. So yeah, these chairs and tents. Understand? So asking for this, that accountability and transparency, you tend to be called opposition. Understand? So people in that, let me tell you something. When a lion is chasing you, obviously, akuchase ndo upumue haraka haraka, ama your pressure iko juu, or you do some exercise. No, that's like you like that lion wants to eat you. Yeah, and before the lion reaches your bones, he has to deal with your flesh. Yeah. So the best way to do, you find a bigger meat than yourself. Give it to the lion. Then you stay safe. Understand? The same to these leaders. They're having those big meats that we lions are chasing. Also, we're also chasing them. We need to have this meat on table. Oh, take your cut. So, as chasing that meat also, it's like going against them, of which it is their mandate to share the meat. You have your share, so we want ours. You understand? So being a youth leader in Mariakani, it was a challenge until we went to the sub-county level. So in the sub-county level, you're coming from jurisdiction to a jurisdiction. You're coming from an MCA to an MP. And the MP is a friend to the MCA. And the MCA, you already collided in such a way that in her view or in his view, so that this young man is chasing a meat that I can't share. So when you reach to that jurisdiction of the MP, and the MP is like, obviously we were trending all over the social media. The political groups are like, who's this youth leader? Why are people shouting about him? So instead of this leader down here telling the Nani that this is a youth leader who was elected, actually I was elected. So what I'm saying, these were just petty politics. People inciting people about you, like telling them that boy is this way and this way, you see. So everything turned out to be political. And you were just asking for accountability, transparency, youth inclusivity, you understand? So ikakuwa that push and pull. Now a young boy, I have no resources, I have no salary, I'm just fighting from the ground, I'm fighting for the youth. So I cannot be like push and pull with the politicians, my friend. You understand? So that's challenge. So I would like to take this opportunity. I'll tell these political leaders that every critics they hear from the ground, they should take it very positive in such a way that, we youths don't have football balls to empower our talents, and we don't have like a youth space where we can come, have free Wi-Fi, and have any resource that could make us like grow mentally and physically. These are critics. Like these are like people are blaming. We don't have this. You should not take it as people are fighting me. You should like bring it on table and you want this. Let me give it to you. And that's how leaders should be. You listen to the grievances of the people and you say, okay, I've decided I won't do it all. Out of 10, I'll do 5. Out of 5, I'll do 3. You understand? And that's how leadership is. So everything that happened in this youth leadership thing in Kaloleni Sub-County, I've been taking it very positively. And I just told God, you kept me in a situation of being a leader, and there are other prominent leaders who are fighting me now. So just give me wisdom to deal with this. And I've been full of wisdom. I've never clashed with anybody, and I'm going to be great and great and great.
Okay, in short, what you're saying is that through you, the youth saw a reason for them to fight for whatever it belongs to them.
Yeah.
And from that now, it's when you came up with the Mkipaji CBO.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us the programs? Because I saw the other time you were, I don't know, in a place in Mariakani doing these waste management programs. And there's that time you went, I don't know, the same area in Mariakani, but a small town. So how do you get those youths to come together, or do you pay them, or what motivates them to come and do those programs?
Okay, about Kipaji actually, I just brought up it up as a talent-based organization. Me being an artist, I just sat and said that we have a lot of youths who are talented. We have a lot of people who are talented, but the cry in the community, and if you can bear with me, around Kenya right now, is that youths face a lot of unemployment. But if we just take a step ahead to Tanzania, a lot of their revenue collection is through this talent mnaona. Huyu amejikesha, huyu ameenda sijui wapi, you understand? So people are empowered through their talents just to make the country step. You know, we just wanted to reduce the level of unemployment. I myself have been earning through my music. I've never disturbed my parents. Sometimes I come home, I have money, just tell my parents, I brought you this. So you understand. So how we've been mobilizing these youths, we've just been connecting around. You know this one, just bring him on. Another thing that has always been promising the youth that they will always want to come is capacity building. You just give a person a chance. In that organization, I have I can't say they are staffs, no, they're my fellow youths. But I just give you you're the chair lady, you're the chairperson, you're the resource mobilizer, you're the welfare manager. You feel? How can you feel just to be called a welfare manager? You understand? So you make them feel motivated in such a way that I'm the welfare manager here, so you have to listen to me.
And also I can be important.
Yeah, you see. So you just give them, just if you want to be better, be this, do this, and just do these things that make you better. So the community has always been there for us. Anybody we approach to support us, they have always been there to support us, and we appreciate, and we keep on working regardless of the challenges. We're just there to work.
Still on the Mkipaji CBO. Since you said it's just a collaboration with the youths and all that, so how did they take it, first of all, when you said you're starting the Mkipaji CBO? How did the youths take that initiation?
So when I started this organization, first, the one I started with those days are not the one who I have now running the organization. Simply because it's just selling out that idea. It's like now you say you want to start an organization. You call in your 4 friends or 5 and tell them, I've just decided to start this organization. It will be benefiting us on this and this and this. But only 3 decides to buy the idea. So they stick with you. The same way Kipaji CBO operated. The same youths who started the organization, who I started with, they are not the same youths who I have now. Understand? So Mkipaji, it is a big fish. You understand? I can't just talk about it now. You know, there are these people who are. I nowadays fear to say a lot about the things I'm working on because people are not creative. People are not creative. They just want to do things how they view it and listen to it through this interview. So Kipaji is something big. Now I'm trying to resource mobilize partners, other organizations like the government also. I just come and pitch there. It's actually like we can say it's a business. It's something that it will benefit the community. So I won't say much about Mkipaji, like any that Mkipaji thing. It's something big and hopefully it will come change lives of many youths and people in the community. So yeah.
So when I review, since you became the youth representative, we've not had the songs. Does it mean that you're leaving music aside and you're venturing into the youth, the leadership skills, or how will you partner the two? Or
Okay. Before I was elected as a youth representative, I had already recorded a song with an artist from Mombasa. Up hivyo, they always, I just linked with them up Swahili. So after I recorded it last year since May. So I came in Mariakani and I was held up with this community stuff. But that does not mean I'm like out of music. Actually, I'm planning to release the song next month, mid next month. And I've always been doing some contents online. I've been singing. Singing is just something natural. It doesn't mean that I'm not releasing the song, I'm not singing. I can be in the bathroom and I'm singing, so it's making me happy. But I'm releasing a song soon, very soon. And it's a nice song, it's a love song. I just don't want to disclose the artist's name. He's a very good artist. He's a female artist. She has the best vocals I've ever had. And that's the best song. Me, I just want to create a good budget of the song. I just don't want to do songs just to release songs for people to listen. Okay, you're listening to my song, so what am I getting? Like, what's in for me after you're just happy singing my song? So what I want to do is, when I release a song, then it has to pay me. So that if I get well paid with the song, I can empower another talented singer. Understand? But I'm into music. First, from today, I'll be like doing a lot of contents, not love contents. I just be doing like advocacy, a lot of advocacy through the talent I have, and I just want to be an artist who will empower other artists in such a way that I'm simply trying to say that I use the talent I have in the right way. Yeah. So music is coming. There's a lot of projects I'm planning to do. So when I get well stable, nitaona nimefanya collab na msanii expect. I was planning a collab with Steve or Simple Boy. Then I got into leadership, but itakuja pia. Yeah.
Okay, talking about love, at this age, you are a youth,
yes,
and from the looks and the music, same youth representative. So can you please clear the air? Unajua kuna pale nje watu kama sisi single souls nasema yule kijana yuko pale ameongea yote hivi yuko teke na bado yuko soko ndio venye tutajipanga.
Okay, about me dating or not dating. In a simple way, I can say it's better chasing your dreams at 20s than having yourself into this relationship which don't bring impact to yourself. If you decide to date right now, of which I can say if I've never been into a relationship. I've been into those best relationships and I appreciate the time I've been with those people I've dated and I've learned a lot out of those relationships. But as for now, I've just decided to chase those dreams. Our life in Kenya, especially the youth, is becoming very complicated. You just think of the things that are going on and you become mad. If you become mad about your life, you become mad about the person you're dating. So, all I can say is, I'm still working on myself actually. Now I've decided to work on myself. I just want to have a better life. You can imagine being a mom or a dad where you just wake up in the morning and you have kids, they just don't have to tell you, Mommy, what are we cooking or what are we not cooking today? They just know there's refreshments in the fridge. They go eat. They just don't have to majiko all the time. Oh, no. They have a good life in such a way that they just don't stress. You work on other things. You need refreshments, you need food. Go use the microwave, make it hot, eat. You understand? So I just want to give the future kids, your dad is talking, the future kids a better life to live. I just don't want to experience the things other people are experiencing and the things I've been experiencing. So yeah. And anybody wants to date me right now, you have to write an MOU.
In short anaambia kwa ukimwona akikuja hivi, you just turn your back, just go.
The boy is focused.
The boy is focused.
Yes.
Okay, before we wrap up, can you please bless us with one song so that the listener can at least affirm so that you can affirm to the listeners that you're a musician?
Okay, I'll sing a song called Never Give Up. That's the first song I recorded when I was in high school. So it goes like this. Kila siku natia bidii, hata ndoto zangu hazitimii, nguvu ya kukata tamaa kuliko kuendelea. Kama maombi yangu hasikii, kata tamaa ndio inabidi. Safari ni ndefu, mizigo inanilemea. Asa mbona mimi kila siku huzuni, kucheka ni ndoto, kujamini na jamini, ila maneno ya watu yanachoma ni moto. Eti anajifanya star, kumbe nyota ijana, ana mavumba ni msoto. Eti anaishi shida, kumbe maisha kipanda, ni mgumba na mtoto. Asa mbona mimi kila siku huzuni, kucheka ni ndoto, kujamini na jamini, ila maneno ya watu yanachoma ni moto. But I will never give up. Give up. Yeah, so that's me. Okay, you have heard from the horse's mouth. First of all, how can the listeners get you from all your social media platforms? Okay, you can, my social media handles, you can just search J space KHID in all the social media platforms, even the streaming platforms also, the Boomplay, Spotify. And on the youth leadership, another upcoming opportunities to lead the people on Facebook. I just changed my name. Actually, it was the day before today. You can find me on Facebook, on my Facebook page as Honorable Joshua Karisakatan. So, yeah. Okay. Until the next episode of Beyond the Mic, as it has been your host, Jen Dama, and still get informed and still tune in to Beyond the Mic. Until next time, have a nice weekend.
It's your boy J Khid. Safe side.
Call on the track.
It's Kilo Sound Records. Kila siku natia bidii, hata ndoto zangu hazitimii, nina nguvu ya kukata tamaa kuliko kuendelea. Kama maombi yangu hasikii, kata tamaa ndio inabidi. Safari ni ndefu, mizigo inanilemea. Sasa mbona iwe mimi kila siku huzuni, kucheka ni ndoto, kujamini na jamini, ila maneno ya watu yanachoma ni moto. Hata najifanya star, kumbe nyota ijanga, ana mavumba ni msoto. Hata naishi shida, kumbe maisha kibanda, ni mkumba na mtoto. Sasa mbona iwe mimi kila siku huzuni, kucheka ni ndoto, kujamini na jamini, ila maneno ya watu yanachoma ni moto. But I will never give up. Give up. I will never give up. Ina imani atanitendea. I will never give up. Give up. I will never give up. Ina imani atanitendea. Nasimama kwa vitole, nifikie kilicho juu. Wabaya wangu basi pole, najua nitafika tu, na mbali nitafika, nina imani. Siko peke yangu, na sauti itasikika. Utaniona chizi, ila hujui kilicho ndani yangu. I say, siogopi changamoto, nizo zinazonifanya mimi niko mine. Sitojali kuhusu msoto, siku moja nitomoka, nifanye washangae, na napata zangu ndoto, sitosikiza ya kwao tanifanya nizubae tena, na washa moto, naamini nitafika hata kama ni baadaye. Akanani nikianguka nitasimama hadharani, nitajinyanyua. I will never give up. I will never give up. Ina imani atanitendea. I will never give up. I will never give up. Ina imani atanitendea. I will never give up. 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 Ina imani atanitendea. I will never give up. I will never give up. Ina imani atanitendea.
To call on the track.